manifest.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Eternal.
Relax.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Stand still. All will be swept away by the wind.
Ill fate descends.
Time to say bye. Boom. Relax. Stand still.
Ill tidings manifest.
Time to say bye. Boom. Relax. Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss. Give me strength.
These are devils! I'll crush them all!
Relax.
You dare attack me? Get them!
Existence is unity.
Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still. Relax. All will be swept away by the wind.
These are devils! I'll crush them all!
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Ill tidings manifest.
Get them!
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Ill tidings manifest.
Get them!
Stand still.
Existence is unity.
All will be swept away by the wind. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax. Stand still.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
Get them!
Stand still.
Ill tidings manifest.
Time to say bye. Boom. Relax. Stand still.
Eternal. Stay away. Give me strength.
Relax. All will be swept away by the wind. Time to say bye. Boom.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Get them!
Stand still.
Existence is unity.
Attack me!
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Ill tidings manifest. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Stand still. All will be swept away by the wind.
Ill fate descends.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom. Take a rest. It's time for tea and cakes.
Trailblazers from the Astral Express, welcome to the Dreamscape Saint Store. A long time no see, Diamond. I've already made the necessary preparations. Be careful. We did pass the safety inspection stipulated by Article 027, damaged fares, and Article 076, real waste. However, this Dreamscape will feature unfiltered and unpolished fresh memory. It will make for a very vivid experience. Veteran gamers call this type of dream a thrill dream. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing. If you feel any discomfort, please leave the Dreamscape immediately and seek professional medical help. Luckily, I just so happen to be an excellent doctor, albeit a psychiatric one. Let us begin. Please, close your eyes and rest your forehead on the dream bubble. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. That elegant girl mentioned something before she left.
The nature of this memory is special. Don't ruin the Dreamscape experience for anyone else by spoiling the ending. In my estimation, there is no question about it. This is murder.
Murder. Such a foreign word to us. The people of Penacony could never come to any harm while under the watchful protection of the family. In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer, at worst, you'll still wake up in reality in a hotel.
Not necessarily. Even if the result does not constitute harm, the criminal intent is clear enough. You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case, right?
You're not wrong. Even if there are no casualties, being smashed over the head with a hammer in the middle of the street for no reason at all? This is not the kind of thing that happens on Penacony. You are guests of the Oak family, so you may investigate the crime scene. I'll be on standby over here.
Are you a witch? Just how did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives?
Just some suggestions at the memory level. If something happens in everybody's memory, then that something becomes a fact. Rather than hearing endless explanations, would you like to experience it for yourself?
No! Hey, you can save that for the enemy.
Then on to the next order of business. Let's discuss your companion, shall we?
Memo Keeper of the Garden of Recollection. I've been watching you for quite some time. You stole a glance at me when you first entered the hotel. You followed me wherever I went inside the dreamscape. In the windows along the commercial street. In the pond water reflections of the Ideal Park. Even in the reflections of the wine glass. My dear, do you have a crush on me? Well then, seeing as you're so interested in me, let's play a little game. I left a puzzle for you near OT Mall. Solve it and prove that you're capable of pleasing me. If you can solve it, then we can talk. Don't leave me waiting, my dear. Before Penacony gets flipped upside down, try to find me, catch me, and stop me.
There's actually more than one memo keeper who's come to Penacony. She's mixed me up with someone else. But no harm, no foul. The address that the mask gave you is right here. But you never would have thought that when Miss Sparkle mentioned a game, she was talking about wanton slaughter on the streets of Penacony. Such a direct act of provocation is enough to get my competitive side worked up too.
Madam, forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As you saw, I went through a brain scan and everything. I'm just a friend, helping her deliver a letter, that's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare. They say you shouldn't kill the messenger. So, maybe you can just, let me go. You all are the big shots here. I'm really not on your level.
What a frightened look you have. Don't worry. Since this has nothing to do with you, I won't be suspecting you of anything. Why don't you come take a stroll with me?
Oh, seems like I can't escape being an assistant detective. Oh, fine. It's all fine. No big deal.
there's anything you'd like to know, please ask away.
Who was the victim?
An IPC employee named Shamari. Eyewitnesses reported that a tall, strong man wearing a large robe with long sleeves walked right past Shamari, and suddenly assaulted him with a hammer. Shamari collapsed on the spot and woke up from the dream. The murderer vanished in a flash.
Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle. Her best asset is transforming her appearance to look like someone else.
Who are those two little guys?
Seems like the assailants stole the troop from elsewhere and deliberately placed them here. What nerve. They don't even have the slightest consideration for public order. Those two have clammed up. I wonder if you two could help pry open their mouths.
Looks like a puzzle that Sparkle has left behind for you.
Any leads yet?
This is a developing case, so there aren't many clues yet. All we have to go by are the weapon used by the assailant and the victim's ID. They didn't even take the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us. Despicable.
Where's Mr. Shamari right now? I'd like to meet him.
I'm afraid you can't. The Oaks came forward and calmed him down. Mr. Shamari expressed that he understands the unpredictable nature of dreams, and went on to vacation in another dreamscape. Best not to bother him. Guest experiences always have to come first.
Oh, I'm afraid by the time we find him, half of Penacony will have been sent back to...
Looks like we'll have to play this little game of sparkles then.
Lady Black Swan, you're here! I'm the constable, and this here assisting me is the bailiff for this case.
Mr. Cold Feet, why'd you do it?
So they can talk after all. Miss Black Swan, they're heading straight for you.
Don't interrupt, I wasn't talking to you. Ahem. I understand Lady Black Swan has quite the intellect. I'm sure you'll be able to get to the bottom of the Sparkle murder case.
The Sparkle murder case? Wasn't the victim Shamari from the IPC?
You're wrong, Lady Black Swan. The victim is evidently none other than the matriarch of the Goldhammer family, Miss Sparkle Goldhammer.
Oh, I guess Miss Sparkle has written herself into the skit here, and this has nothing to do with the actual case. Goldhammer? Is that her real surname?
Never heard of it. Sounds made up. Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either.
Miss Sparkle was supposed to receive 3 valiant warriors at the Goldhammer residence today, but upon their arrival, all they found was her body. Miss Sparkle had been smashed over the head by a hammer and died on the spot. Such a brutal act of violence.
My investigations discovered that the 3 warriors were supposed to escort supplies back to their territory the day before, but they were unexpectedly ambushed by the Annihilation Gang. They narrowly escaped and barely got away with their lives, finding their supplies almost completely raided. So they all shared a motive for killing Miss Sparkle, to escape punishment.
So the 3 of them teamed up to kill her.
Is the case closed?
No, there can only be one murderer. It's not an unsolved mystery if there are 3 murderers. Hang on, wait.
If you can't justify it, don't bother.
Got it! Those 3 were all vying against each other to be number 2. They couldn't have cooperated on anything. So it must have been one of them acting alone.
That actually doesn't make much sense. Even if they were on bad terms, those 3...
Please be begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
I've got the case file right here. If you want to learn more about the suspects, talk to me. Lady Black Swan, allow me to introduce the three suspects to you. Lefton, Zhongshan, and Wright. Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang. He's now learning how to write and hold a fork with his left hand. How tough that must be! Then there's Zhongshan. This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. He ended up smashing into the side of a cliff and getting his face disfigured. It's a real shame, as he used to be one of the rare handsome men left around town. Last of all comes Wright. This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest of the supplies after they narrowly escaped with their lives, lying about how the gang had taken off with everything. Lefton and Zhongshan were so incensed that they broke his legs.
Hang on, I'm confused here. Left on? Right? Is this some kind of joke?
What? Where did you get that idea from? Do you need me to go over it all again?
That won't be necessary. I've memorized every detail.
No wonder you're a memo keeper.
Holy moly! This hammer is super heavy! This must be the murder weapon for the Sparkle murder case!
Miss Sparkle also used it to attack Mr. Shamari.
I'm barely able to lift this using both hands! I have no idea how Sparkle could ever use this to hit a target! Look! An ID card. Talent Motivation Department, Shamari. Is this the victims?
Mr. Shamari's belongings should have disappeared alongside him as he woke from the dreamscape. The fact that this ID is here means Miss Sparkle placed it here on purpose to prove that she definitely attacked someone.
Is that all the evidence? How are we meant to solve this with so little to go on? Oh, you scared me! When did you pop out?
The two pieces of evidence that you found are related to the attack on Shamari. Miss Sparkle didn't leave them lying around for no reason. They're clues to the puzzle. But there are still some other clues that were placed in other areas, so they won't spoil the crime scene.
Isn't that a bit unnecessary?
No. It's disruptive to have a stack of irrelevant things crowding a crime scene. Miss Sparkle is a law-abiding citizen who'd never bring extra trouble to the family.
Seems quite nice of her, if you ask me.
Looks like Miss Sparkle is adding a little spice to the investigation. Let's take her up on her offer then. Mr. Assistant Detective, this way. What's this little device here for? Could you please let me know? It looks like a little button.
Don't push it, Lady Black Swan. Whatever you do, don't push it! That's the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle installed. Once pushed, Miss Sparkle also has her own button. The second she pushes hit, you and the entirety of Pentagon.
That sounds like both buttons can do the exact...
Correct! Exactly the same.
Oh,
Aren't you going to ask me why?
okay. Why?
Because she is fair.
This is nuts! What's this? A plush toy?
Regardless of why it's designed to look like the conductor aboard the Astral Express,
Have you ever heard of something called a red herring in detective store?
I see. But when it's...
That's just in case you didn't realize the ingenuity of Miss Sparkle.
I see. Thank you for your...
You don't have to play along that hard.
This notice seems like a hint for us from Mr.
That sounded like a story from ancient times.
This is so her style, isn't it? If there are any more clues.
Next, should we pin down the identity of the perpetrator? The Lefton, that guy lost his hand. Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident? I remember this one best. Right.
Why don't we flip the question and start by asking who couldn't be the murderer? After all, there are only 3 suspects, so elimination could be a
If you put it like that, then do you already have someone in mind? So, who exactly? Lefton, that guy... Oh, is that... Oh, is that...
Based on the bailiff's statement, Lefton's dominant hand was seriously injured to the point where he had to... Lefton's suspicion level can be downgraded.
So, who remembered Zhongshan's face?
Is that... Oh! Is that...
Poor guy. He was seriously injured and was all that would suggest.
By process of elimination...
Please begin your investigation.
The murderer is right.
Beep! You have answered correctly!
Huh? The next puzzle?
Looks like the key to winning lies not in the puzzle itself.
I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool? Do you plan on finding logic?
That's exactly what I plan on doing. Even if it's just subjective. Right now, let's follow her train of thought.
So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself?
I told you, it's purely out of a spirit of competitiveness. And as a memo keeper, I also have to fulfill my responsibilities and harvest some interesting memories.
This place is a complete mess. And those two weirdos are probably here too.
Oh, Detective Black Swan and Detective Sampo! You finally made it!
We don't know what we'd do without your help.
Why are you talking like that? Is this some sort of
Is there something wrong with the way we are talking?
Oh, of course not, Sheriff.
Huh. The skit this time is...
Let's discuss this difficult case then.
Her again? Sparkle really is obsessed.
Oh, for the laughter. If you undercut me one more time... Miss Sparkle came to the... After a long time, the shopkeeper went in. There were 3 suspects on the scene. Namely, a Pepeshi shopkeeper named Red.
our old friends.
It's not just to aid your memory. We've added more descriptions to help tell them apart.
Miss Sparkle is so gracious.
Based on surveillance footage, witness testimony, and various pieces of
You're too lazy to be a
Oh, for the laughter! If I talk anymore...
Detective Black Swan, the dossiers are over here. Let me introduce the identities of these suspects. First of all is the shopkeeper Ron. Next up, you have the merchant Lefton. Finally, there is the gambler Zhongshan. That's all the information we have.
That won't be necessary. There's an accounting book lying on the ground.
On the title page is written...
This Jian Katong person should be...
And that concludes the news. I wish you all safe and sound.
Every tick of the clock is a tasty one.
And there's the tie.
That skit before said that the deceased would...
The tag on the tie reads, only for...
That's not how you use the word. So, it's just like the first case.
Miss Sparkle doesn't want to distract your...
She doesn't want to distract our investigation? A little stool that seems quite...
The footprints, which are...
Perhaps it's just that... What's that?
Mr. Sampo.
Somebody say...
Even among the fools.
Have you dealt with many?
No, only a handful.
This...
Open it up and take...
There's...
Because this ring was found
In the victim's...
Hey, there's something engraved inside. That should be it. Let's head out.
I have to thank you, Mr. Assistant Detective, but the puzzle...
Have you found out who the killer is?
Just some shallow intuition. Anyway, let's report back to the sheriff for now.
Oh, for the laughter! Didn't think I'd be seeing Detective Black's...
Pretty much.
You live up to your reputation, Then go ahead. Who is the killer? Good. Then let us appreciate your... How's it going, Detective Black Swan? Have you used this guy? Zhongshan is a...
Become part of the family. Raise a glass and enjoy being fit for a king.
This evidence doesn't really...
It doesn't. Looks like. This ring is a piece of evidence.
That's right! What would a penniless... He'd stolen like... Who could have known? What a tragedy!
Is something wrong here? This is too easy. The first case wasn't hard.
As you can imagine, the conclusions that the evidence points to are not mutually Mr. Assistant Detective, please feel free to...
Ah, I see. Sheriff.
Correct, Detective Sampo! I never thought you'd be...
Sheriff, the murderer is
Yes! For the laughter, how did I...
dead. Right from the start, there was...
Goodness me! Deputy...
Look, Miss Sparkle has given us a puzzle where...
I take it so serious anyway.
So that's it? This is just going...
Then I wish you both the best. Oh yes, if you're not in a hurry, I can tell you the answers for some of the outcomes you never chose.
Just as you said, solving puzzles is all just a cover for something else. That girl is toying with us. What should we do now? Just keep getting led around by her?
Truly, this game will be open.
Miss Black Swan, Mr.
A murder in a locked...
As expected.
Yesterday, my assistant and I were with the butler, Zhongshan.
As soon as I heard...
The room was covered in... Thinking quickly, I grabbed... Besides us and Zhongshan.
Presumably, Miss Sparkle, why don't you skip all the...
Wait.
No cheating!
Huh. Mr. Let's go.
Hey, Miss Black Swan, wait up! Ding-a-ling! Now comes the most exciting and romantic moment in any drama. The audience challenge. Everyone knows that the mighty masked fool Sparkle can change her appearance to look like others. And in this drama, the villain Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. So then, I put to you, which character is it? Also, if you're interested in the locked room case that the memo keeper ignored, you can try out your powers of deduction. I put lots into coming up with the puzzle, so don't let it go to waste. Thus, the masked genius Miss Sparkle has thrown down the gauntlet. All the clues are in motion. Happy hunting!
Miss, why didn't you just do this earlier?
Such a crude approach violates my aesthetics of memory. But as a means to an end, I need to put this aside for a more indifferent process.
There's no weird, sweet...
Hey! Dear Memo Keeper and Mr. Colt, I didn't expect you to... Listen up.
No murder.
Sometimes it's nice.
What is it?
Womp womp. Wrong answer. That's funky, but a wild guess. The correct answer is... Sparkle! When sleepy in the morning, she can't get out of bed, so naturally she's got 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon. And
What the heck was that?
What a cute answer.
thanks for the compliment, my dear. But you can't try to fool me, seeing as...
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill tidings manifest. Relax.
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss. Ill fate descend.
Holy smokes! What's up with this?
Huh? No voices? This guy's pretty quiet. Miss, let's hurry up. Flip open the lid and find the girl.
Wait. Don't move. Something's off.
Miss, you killed Sparkle! How is this possible? How can people die inside Penacony's dreamscape? In the Garden of Recollection? What did you do? You did this, didn't you? Killing people in their dreams. Only the Remembrance has the powers to do that. You planned— Oh, I understand. You refused to let me go because you wanted to drag me—
There is no death inside Penacony's dreamscape. That's the promise of the family. There's no need to take such great pains. If you just want confirmation—
Miss Sparkle!
You. Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. Wouldn't that be you, Mr. Sampo?
This? Don't jump to conclude. If you want to accuse me of being Sparkle, you have to provide the evidence. Oh, I'm a—
The hint for the final question was a little too obvious.
Oh, you mean the locked room murder.
All the painstaking effort that Miss Sparkle put into it. The key to solving the puzzle lay in two pieces of information put forward based on my shallow understanding. I can only draw two conclusions. One, but based on the detective's description, this locked room did not delay the discovery. That being so, the murderer seems to have no reason for creating a locked room. As for my second conclusion, it's even more obvious still. When everyone broke, the answer is simple. At the time, I was in such a hurry that I didn't hear the whole mystery. And so, when he learned this piece, that's why he had to rush to the crime scene as— Of course, this is just a simple mind game, which means it's you, Mr. Sampo.
Has anyone ever told you that you're more like a detective?
In my opinion, there is no difference between the two. The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
Exquisite reasoning. And
Another answer?
the great artiste was not—
What a pity, such a pity. Miss Sparkle's body. Sparkle was disguised as... Ding-a-ling! I won!
Does Miss Sparkle's body even count?
Why not? Miss Sparkle's body appeared in all three of those skits just...
It's a little bit forced, but it's fine. So, who is this Mr. Sampo, then?
Beautiful lady. I already confessed everything to you earlier on. I really didn't know a thing.
So I've been running a fool's errand this whole time.
My dear, why so serious? Haven't you been having a great time? You take memories, and I get joy. We get what we need from each other, seeing as we're such kindred spirits, but also such loners. Why don't you come and work with me? Ooh, We can dance ballet together.
Oh? Am I understanding this correctly? A masked fool inviting me to work together?
A show of unprecedented splendor is about to be staged in Penacony. If you're too late, if you want to appreciate this drama, you have to stand up under that spotlight as you take the stage and watch the dancing envelop you. Come with me. This is the best seat in the house.
I don't really understand. Also, I don't consider you a loner. Oh, I don't mean him, but rather behind you. The one who hired you to come to Penacony probably doesn't want you secretly linking up with other forces, right?
How did you know?
Memory is like the deep blue sea.
So, you mean you're refusing? Memo Keeper, did you think you could just...
Why not?
My dear, I don't want to scare you. You'll know the answer sooner or later. We're just getting to know each other a little today. If you ever change your mind, come find me at the tavern. That is, let's go Sampo? Sampo. Who is... Sampo?
This is Bellabug, right?
I said, why not? Don't worry. Such a crude approach violates my statics of memory. So once you leave my sight, you'll be able to remember everything again. And also, I'm sorry, my dear. My dream dance partner? I've already got sights on someone else.
What a special dream this has been. And did you notice its nested structure? That's the end of Miss Black Swan's dream bubble. I also found this dream suitably fascinating. You've gained a joy from it. If we meet again, I will pass your esteemed praise on to you. I noticed that the people in your dream were familiar to things in our dreams cannot be trusted.
Really? I wouldn't do anything to her.
Don't worry about that, Memo Keeper. Let's talk about my thing. I've helped you out with everything you've asked, as agreed. Shouldn't you give my mask back to me now?
Since when did the masked fools suddenly start respecting agreements? Just kidding. I loved seeing that look on your face. Take this key to the tavern cellar, third barrel on the left. You never saw me. But Sampo, after all this time, what made you suddenly want to take back your mask? This doesn't seem like the Sampo I know. Let me guess. A catastrophe is coming to Urello 6. Am I right?
Well, no comment about that. But I love that line you said. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. That really makes sense. Sometimes even an old-timer like me feels like taking the stage and making a fool out of myself.
If you're all out of options, please get in touch with me. I'm the kind of person who values friendship highly.
Forget it. You'll be doing me a favor if you stay away from Bellabog. After all, the elation that Miss Sparkle seeks isn't something old Sempo can stand by. Go tell Giovanni I said hi.
Fine, I'm just spitballing here. Don't take it so seriously. Why so serious?
living, that's all a big hustle and bustle. But life's all about savoring the moment.